A scathing report by the acting Inspector General of USAID, the agency almost completely dismantled in the first weeks of this Trump administration, says thousands of tons of food set to ship are liable to spoil, and that more than $8 billion in money yet to be dispersed now has no oversight nor personnel to put it to use. It also says an exception for some life-saving aid is leading to confusion. The same is true for an initiative started 20 years ago under another Republican president, George W. Bush, fighting HIV and AIDS around the world. Stephanie Tsai has that story.
The Bush initiative is called PEPFAR, or President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief. It was the largest health commitment ever made by a nation to combat a single disease. It has saved 25 million lives. But the Trump administration's cuts in foreign aid has thrown this initiative into a tailspin. A few days after the White House announced it was pausing foreign aid for 90 days, the State Department granted a waiver that allows the continuation of life-saving HIV treatment. But global health advocates say the waivers are not being implemented adequately and don't address prevention efforts. I understand that your group has looked at what could happen if the U.S. were to completely cease funding in the global fight against HIV/AIDS. Talk about the potential consequences.
If PEPFAR were stopped completely, we would be talking about a tenfold increase in the number of AIDS deaths, going from 630,000 AIDS deaths per year to over 6.3 million people dying from AIDS. We are talking about, if PEPFAR were halted, we are talking about going to 8.7 million additional new infections in the next 4 to 5 years. That is a major backslide. That is a major movement in the wrong direction